Let's adjust this just a little bit. There we go. I do this twice. This is my second take because apparently my phone was set to record to the internal memory, which there's very little of that left. And I noticed that it was clipping around a little bit. And I thought I went in, it didn't record at all. It wasn't usable. So here we are again. Welcome. So as I was telling you before, we got done with homeschool a little early today, so my grandson and I came out, and I think I said the other day I picked up a new 2x10 pressure treated 8 feet long to replace the bench on our picnic table here, because even though the other one was pressure treated, it rotted. The outer edge rotted right off from it, and yeah, so, but it was built like a tank because our son, who is a carpenter, built this for me 15 years ago probably, a long time ago. And last year I had to replace the center board in the top because that had started to rot out. It's all pressure treated, but not all pressure treated is created equal. So anyway, there were at least a dozen decking screws, galvanized decking screws holding this bench on. There's a stringer underneath it, of whatever you call it, an extra beam. I don't know all the terms, between the legs, so it's solid, and it was built solid, but it was rotting apart. So we had to actually cut it, cut it off, cut it up, chunk it up with. And so my grandson got to use a genuine original skill saw that his great-grandfather bought. This is Thelma's father's skill saw, which is just like new, beautiful saw, and he used it, among other things, to, whoops, sorry about that, to build that little workshop over there, that one. And of course I used it some to build the storage shed. That was something we built in 2007. So his grandson got to use a skill saw for the first time to help chunk this up. I did some of it, he did some of it. And then, oh yeah, we have the screws. Oh, we busted it up with a nice straight claw hammer. And that's a Stanley hammer. I bought that at a yard sale too. I've got a curved claw just like it. Anyway, some of the screws were in pretty bad shape, and we tried using a powered screwdriver to get them out, and that didn't work very well, so we resorted to vice grips. And these are some initials TD. They're not mine. Yard sale, just like new. So he learned how to use vice grips to pull the screws out, and then I used the saw to zing the corners off. I used the old piece as a pattern, marked it, zinged the corners off the new bench. Then we got it lined up, and I got some new deck screws that I've been using out in the garden for garden boxes. And we used the impact driver. This is an old impact driver that my carpenter son gave me. It needed some work. I think I mentioned that yesterday or day before. I had to glue a socket into the thing, epoxy, 2-part epoxy, one of my favorites. And then I can use this other adapter for the bits. We used the Torx bit deck screws on it now. It had Phillips head deck screws from 15-20 years ago. Anyway, so we got it all back together. It's still a little green, a little wet. We'll put something on it. I just brushed the table down, had some bird poop and stuff on it, so I took a steel brush to that. We'll put a tablecloth over that. It's weathered wood. You don't want to put food on there. The other bench is fine. This one just rotted away. Eventually the whole thing will deteriorate, probably piece by piece. We'll just build a new one. But anyway, so we've been doing carpenter work today. Some destruction work and construction work, and he's learned to use some new tools that he's never used before, and I was here to make sure things stayed safe and that he was learning appropriately, and that's a good thing. So have a nice day, folks. I hope this video works better than the last one.